Howdy ho, neighborino! I am back, and we have the brand new Sugar Rush clan event to take part in. So, as soon as we open up the event, it says, "Welcome to the Sugar Rush." The members of participating clans complete various quests to earn shakes. They must then feed to the clan dragon, allowing it to move forward on the racetrack. There is a quest board, so clan members share the same quests that are listed on the left side of the screen. We did see most of this in the trailer, or the tutorial air quotes for this event. So tap on a quest to see its details on the right side of the screen, the required action, how to do it, yada yada. So tap the start icon underneath to start it. The clan leader, co-leaders, and officers can reroll any quests for free on the board. And completing quests earns you shakes. So I guess they're not called cupcake points anymore, they're called shakes. But you can earn shakes worth a score that was indicated in the quest description. Blah 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 blah. This is boring. I want to get into it. So you can trash a quest you've already started, but you only have a limited amount of them. If the available amount reaches 0, you can't start a new quest unless you purchase an extra one with gems. And quest difficulty. As quests have different difficulties, it's important to take the one that you think can be completed in the given time limit. So, you know, the legendary ones and that are going to be a lot harder on average. And rewards. There are 3 different sources that reward participating traders with prizes. So progress or milestone rewards, the MVP reward, and the leaderboard rewards, which is the same as it was before. And all 3 depend on the league that the clan belongs to. So welcome to the Sugar Rush. You can see the tutorial again and check out the video guide here. Alright, we've already checked out the tutorial guide, so we don't need to look at that. So when we open up this event, this is what ours looks like. We can see the quests taken by whoever is choosing to take them. So, now if we click on a quest on the left, it will appear on the right hand side like it said. So this one would be win arena battles 11 times. That's kind of difficult for one person to do, for example. Hatch 2 dragons with a rarity of uncommon or higher is a second one that we can do, and these are each worth different amounts of points. So for example, let's look at one that's worth a lot of points, like this one here. Successfully explore the ghost ship ruin 4 times. Ghost ship, that's really specific. And then collect 70,000 gold from Mystic Cave ruins. Isn't that completely RNG based though? That sounds awful. That sounds like a lot of effort. Okay, so that legendary one is a little bit iffy. Not sure how I feel about that one. And they also take a day to complete the legendary quest. Like this one here, you can get 5,000 points, but it only takes 4 hours. This one takes 14 hours. This one for 35,000. Reach a win streak of 6 in the arena 3 times. So that takes 20 hours to do that one. So this one takes less time and is worth almost as many points. So this whole clan event stuff as a whole becomes sort of difficult to determine which quests are better than which, because it's also dependent on the amount of time it takes, because the event lasts for 4 days. So you want to get at least those 15 quests done within a 4-day period. But if you just took 4 legendary quests, for example, and that's all that you did, that's obviously not going to get you all of your points. So then this one here, which is worth less points, is reach a win streak of 6 in the arena twice. Use Dragon Fury 10 times for this 7,500. Harvest this fruit on your farms 20 times at Sour Cone. And Spiky Cherries, Purple Mon. So I think you get a general idea of what the quests mean by clicking on them. Like win arena battles 13 times. We could do that right now, for example. 2 dragons with a rarity of uncommon or higher. He's a common, so we wouldn't be able to hatch him. We would be able to hatch our Taurus dragon and get this one done, but I don't know if I want to do it quite yet. So I want to do one that we can complete and just get done. So I think the easiest one for that is maybe the 13 fights in the arena. Maybe we can do this one. So I'm going to take this one on. So we're going to start it, and we have 12 hours from right now to do this quest. So, this is only easy for me because, you know, we've got our dragons at a decent point. You know, I can take on anyone that I want. But I imagine that getting this many wins in the arena would actually be quite tough for a lot of people. So, you really have to consider what is doable for you as a player. Because you don't want to be taking on arena quests if you're not going to complete them. You don't want to be taking on hatching quests for dragons if you don't have the hatchery space. So I think that this clan event stuff, it just requires a lot more pre-planning. Because it's not just as mindless as, you know, get given a quest and just do it whenever you want. Because you gotta log in, do the quest when you need to at that time. And I think that's the best way to do it. But I'm still trying to work out what is the better method. Whether you want to be taking as many legendary quests as possible, or... I mean, you can only have one legendary quest going at a time, so that is annoying enough. But it's mainly about making sure you get everything done within those 4 days. So, the first iteration of the clan event, I think, is going to be a lot of learning and getting used to it. So far, it's not really too different from what I expected from the trailer that we were given. But we'll learn more. Maybe everything that we're doing right now is completely useless and awful and, you know, maybe we're screwing everyone over. But I think it's going to take a couple of times of us getting this clan quest, and then eventually, you know, things will be back to normal. We'll be earning all of the new clan dragons. Everything will be super dull again. Now, you never know. Maybe this is fun. Maybe this is more intriguing than the previous kind of clan event. You never know. So for now, I'm going to keep an open mind and see how it goes. And I do also want to remind you that even though we've got the new clan event today, that is not the only info that we got. Because we do have the new Heroes Challenge event coming very soon with the Pattaya Dragon and that as well. So for instance, we've got all of this clan stuff going on right now. We can continue on with the arena things in a second. We do also have a selection of Sugar Rush Q&As that have been answered on the forums as well, if you want to check those out. But the main thing that I wanted to go through was this, which is the upcoming events, including next week's schedule being the 15th to the 22nd of April, because there is some cool stuff on this image right here. So, of course, we've got the Sugar Rush from the 15th to the 19th. Then we've got a gem spending event, which is cool. We have a great expedition between the 19th to the 29th. So that's quite a long event. We have the Sweetie Bunny being the weekly at the moment. And then we've got a dinner time event. And finally, 19th to the 6th of May, we have the Heroes Challenge. So that's almost like a month in advance. But the Heroes Challenge is very different to how we've seen it before. Because if we read this here, it says, April 19th to May 6th Heroes Challenge. Collect the Pattaya Dragon and feed it up to beat all the Celestial bosses. Complete 4 rounds to win the Epic Blossom Dragon. So, essentially, this is a boss challenge mixed together with a Heroes Challenge and the same thing. So I really don't know what that's going to look like. Because the last Heroes Challenges weren't that liked from what I saw people saying, because you needed to get the dragon and then finish everything off, and it was just a massive pain in general. But maybe this is going to be a new intuitive way of them doing it. So look forward to more info on how exactly that Heroes Challenge is going to function, but there will be 4 rounds for it. And then the Great Expedition is join a super fun castle event to collect the parts of the Cherry Dragon, finish rooms quickly to win the Pattaya and the Kelp Dragon. So to actually get the Pattaya Dragon for the Heroes Challenge, you do need to finish off the castle event. So we will be getting that Kelp Dragon as a new reward, which is pretty cool, but the Cherry Dragon, which is that new dragon that's on one of the YouTuber influencer islands, I don't remember which one it is, but regardless, that new dragon is coming to us in the Easter event, which is not too shabby. You know, I love new dragons. I love the Kelp Dragon. The Cherry was super cute. So we do have quite a lot of stuff to look forward to. Quite a lot of stuff. So, at the moment, I am intrigued, to say the least. But I want to see what the Heroes Challenge looks like actually looks like. Because it's all fine and dandy saying, yeah, it's basically just a fusion. But that's like saying, oh yeah, the new Sugar Rush event is just a fusion of the old one. Yeah, well, it's not quite the same thing. And, you know, like I said, we do have the sweet treat. I called it Sweetie Bunny, that was a mistake earlier. But a sweet treat, you know, we can breed it using a honey and tornado if we want to. Don't really know if I want to, because we already have it. It's like, what would I rather do? Would I rather breed the Dragon of the Week that I already have? Or would I rather try and go for more legendaries? To me, trying to breed more legendaries sounds cool, right? Now that sounds cooler to me. So, I'm just gonna keep breeding more. I mean, I want the legendary materials to upgrade Lantern Dragon. So, we're just gonna keep doing it over and over again. And not just that, but final thing that I really wanted to point out was the fact that we have all 3 of the YouTubers' dragons at Legendary now. Ain't that just swell? So, past this point, who you vote for is basically irrelevant, but do remember that if you still buy flowers, it will still go to the charity, it will still go to care. So, it doesn't matter who you're voting for at this point. Vote for whoever the heck you want. Maybe if you feel bad about not voting for one person, just vote for another one now, so that you don't feel as bad, but, you know, still be putting in your donations if you want to, because, you know, again, it's all going to a great cause. It's not just about, you know, voting for one particular person to support them. It's about actually, you know, raising money for the charity itself. So, you guys have been absolutely insane, you know, racking up that amount of points. And, you know, you did push me up there first, so I'm very, very grateful to all of your effort. And, you know, before I was saying, look, stop voting for me. You don't need to vote for me. Well, now you can vote for me again. And you don't have to feel bad about it. I mean, a lot of people were voting for me still, even when the other 2 were at Legendary, because some people genuinely did not want more than one Legendary Dragon. Which is weird. It's like, who wouldn't want more Legendaries? A lot of them said it's because they don't have space or anything like that. But I think they could have made space, eventually. Through some means. You know, we do get habitat limit extenders and things like that come around pretty often as well, so, I mean, I don't know, maybe it's just looking at the short term rather than the long term, but trust me guys, if you are looking for an insanely good early game to mid game legendary, Murano is pretty up there for a free legendary that you're just going to be given. The only trouble is, obviously, you're going to have to upgrade the temples for them, and temple upgrades can be a massive pain sometimes, so if you're someone that's never really had a legendary before, or you've only had really bad ones and never really wanted to add them to your team, well, now you're going to have the chance to get a real proper one that you might want to use in, I don't know, at the end game. Nothing wrong with a Briar Dragon. I mean, some people don't like the energy element that the Briar Dragon has, and I'm not a massive fan of energy past, you know, when you start getting into like level 100 dragon territory, I haven't found energy to be quite as useful. But it does have its uses, especially against really defensive teams. And Plant has always been good. Even though they giga nerfed Plant at one point, Plant is still pretty good. Like, it's still top 3 elements, I would say, in the game. It's just, energy is a lot more niche to specific scenarios. It's like, if you are in a scenario where it's useful, it's probably going to win you the fight. But outside of that, it's probably not going to be that useful. I mean, it does a little bit of AoE damage. Not quite the same as fire or light. But energy does have its own shebang, its own uses. That ain't too bad. Look at this person here, they already have a level 80 Pattaya. You are dead set for the upcoming Heroes Challenge. Like, that's the thing, with the Heroes Challenge, we've already got, or some people already have the Pattaya anyway. So that would mean that those people don't even have to finish off the castle event, I assume. Unless they make them hatch it again. That would be... I guess I could believe that because of how chain breeding events and that work, but... Dunno. So now we've got 2 more arena fights to do. You know, this is easy peasy lemon squeezy. It's like, I don't even have to pay attention. But it is an awful lot of work just to finish off one quest on this quest board now. It's not like the old clan event where it was like, feed a dragon 20,000 food. And that would take about a quarter of a second to do. Now it's like, oh, you have to win 13 arena fights in a row. It's like, oh, okay then, that's a little bit of an ask, but I'll do it if you really want me to. Or it's like, you have to harvest sour cones 20 times. It's like, alright mate, it's a little bit tedious, but I'll try it. So I think that's my only worry, that maybe these quests are a little bit too tedious. Especially if you're a clan on your own. Like, if you're in the smaller clans, where you don't have too many people to help you, might be a little bit annoying having to do some of this clan-related stuff. But, you know, that means that one of our available quests is now Gonskis. It's now Gonskis. So now we can't do that one. So here are some of the other clans. Wait, isn't this the #1 clan? Oh no, I thought this was Masters of War for a second. I was like, wait, you haven't put us in with this clan, have you? That would be heresy. There's no way we're going to be able to compete against them, but, you know, the other clans are obviously pretty active because this is a brand new event. Everyone's trying to work out what the heck is going on. We can also see the quests that the other people have taken, like I said before. So, you know, someone's taken win arena battles 13 times, or reach a win streak of 3 in the arena 4 times, hatch a dragon with a rarity of uncommon or higher. That's not too bad. 1 dragon. Like, that one's easy peasy lemon squeezy. Harvest the fruit on your farms 30 times blue hazel. So the points that come in are also going to be very dependent on time. So, like, even right now, how we're in 8th, we might end up doing a bunch of long tier quests that these other clans haven't. So we might end up just getting a ton of points in a little bit instead. So there's a lot of things to consider. I don't know if I like this legendary quest at all though. I think I might re-roll this. So I'm going to re-roll that. And if we re-roll it, does that come back in half an hour? See, that's not too bad. It ain't too bad getting a half an hour re-roll on something. Win arena battles 11 times. See, that's a lot of effort. But when they're being re-rolled, nobody can do them. So you at least want to leave a couple of clan quests up for people to do. Dragon Fury 10 times. Ugh. That's such a slog. Reach a win streak of 6 in the arena 2 times is basically what I just did. Explore ghost ship. I just look at all of these and I'm like, I don't want to do any of them. I literally don't want to do a single one of them. Win streak of 6, win streak of 3. That's 15 wins. And that's 18. Alright, so yeah, I think you get the gist by now though. So 14 hours to do this one. Sour cone. I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to do one of the food ones. I know that sour cone is quite easy to do. I'm just going to do the sour cone quest even though I really don't want to. So let's go ahead, take our food out, stop our great food production from the food that we actually want, and we'll pop in some sour cones, which take not that long. 30 minutes each time, so it'll only take a couple of lots of it. And at the moment you can actually get the points just for planting the food rather than having to collect it. That's why we've got 15 out of 20. They will be changing that, which is what they said in the FAQ section, but all it takes is half an hour and this quest will be done. So it's not all that bad. It ain't that bad. But, you know, best advice I can give is jump into the clan quests, try it out. Even if you screw it up a little bit the first time, doesn't matter. You know, the first week is all about learning, trying out new things, seeing what's best for you and your clan as a whole. And just make sure that if you are a clan leader again, just don't get rid of every single quest, because you at least want people to have the chance to do something, right? But anyway, I hope that all made sense, and I hope all the info from the last few days was brought up. I think it was. I don't think I really missed that much. Maybe I just missed something. I don't know. It's just, you know, you leave for a couple of days, and then there's 20 things happening. So don't blame me, alright? But regardless, I'm going to be leaving now, so thank you very much for joining me. We have a legendary boy to hatch soon. And until next time, I'll see you then.